I can sit down in here and just get sweaty. And, like, the lights are on and just, like... Yeah, I mean... It's not like there's, like, AC in this area is, like, exposed to open air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a little, like... It could get muggy.
Yeah, like, sure. Wet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wet.
And, like, if people are, like, smoking or, like, we have, like, a hookah going or some shit and, like, it's like the smoke's doing shit with the air. So
yeah,
it gets a little,
definitely.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm ready to jump right in if you are.
Okay, how do you normally just, like, jump in this bitch?
If you're ready to jump in right now, we will jump in right now.
Do you have, like, a format or we just fucking go?
Yeah, literally just go.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I don't know you. Yeah. And you don't know me.
I don't, like, so I think it could be, like, kind of cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's for sure interesting when you don't, like, I literally know nothing about you.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, I'm just gonna have to, like, start asking questions.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, like, who are you? Like, where are you from? Where do you currently live right now?
Alright, I'm Bri. I go by lowkiybri on Instagram. I currently live in SLO, but I'm originally from, like, this small town called Santa Paula. It's, like, Ventura County. Yeah, my parents, like, divorced when I was, like, 3 months old, so, like, they were never together, like, growing up, which is fine. I mean, I'm kind of glad they're toxic, but my mom just decided one day when I was, like, 12, she was like, I'm moving to SLO. I was like, okay. And then I would just come and, like, visit her, like, once a month, and she was just asked me one day, she's like, do you want to, like, move up here with me? I said, fuck it, yeah. And ever since, like, I fucking love it up here. Like, I know a lot of people, like, shit on, like, SLO, but I think SLO's fucking dope, honestly.
The county or the city?
The county is... Everything around here is, like, dope. Like, I feel like people are cool. Like, everything's chill. You know, it's pretty safe. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of shit to do all the time. I'm never, like, finding myself, like, what do I do? You know?
Tons of stuff to do.
There is.
Literally tons of stuff to do. That's
sure.
The thing. Like, you just can't get sucked into having one friend group. Like, you do have to branch out and, like, make friends with people.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, honestly, around here, it's pretty fucking easy to do, I think.
It is. And I find myself, like, I don't really have a friend group, honestly. Like, I have, like, 2 solid friends. And I just hang out with people. Like, it's just random people, you know? Like, it's... People come and go. So it's like, I don't try to, like, latch on to, like, a certain group. Because we all know that shit's toxic most of the time.
Why do they call you low-key-bri? Like, are you low-key?
I would say for the most part, like, a lot of people, like, they'll see me and they'll be like, dude, like, where the fuck have you been? Like, I haven't seen you in forever, like, since, like, basically, I went to SLO High for my freshman year, and then I was like, honestly, like, I don't like this. So I just switched to independent studies, and, like, I never saw, like, anybody for, like, 3 years. So... yeah, I don't know. I think I was at Vaughn's one time, and this chick, she came up to me, and she was like, dude, where the fuck have you been? Like, I thought you, like, fell off the face of the planet. I was like, no, I didn't. I'm here. I'm just chilling. She's like, that low-key shit, huh? And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, hold on a damn minute. You right. Low-key.
Do you spell your actual name, like, B-R-I?
Yeah, it's Brianna.
Oh, okay.
So it's Brianna, but
got it,
Brianna, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I'm named after my dad. His name's Brian. How fucking cool. That's so stupid.
Okay, so do you like go out and like party and whatnot, or are you literally, because that's the thing, there's some people who are genuinely low-key and like they have a hood on and you don't see them, but yet they're extremely impactful, outgoing people. It's just really hard to set up dates with them, hang out with them, and like do shit with them, but like they are on the move and they're you know, they're out and about, but they are like low-key. And, like, you see them once every, like, 6 months. That was, like, the perfect
explanation. Like, okay. I definitely, like, have my fun. I like going out. I love people. I love talking to people. I love having a good time. But I balance that shit out, you know? Because I don't like to be caught up in, like, shit all the time, you know? I like to have my, like, I love being by myself too, so that's the thing. It's like, I have to find that balance to where it's like, yeah, I love going out and shit, but I also do love my personal time. So it's like, it's healthy, you know? Because if you're around people 24/7, like, you will find yourself not happy. Like, I know for a fact, like, because I've done it. Like, I was out and about all the fucking time, and that life just was not for me, you know? So I had to, like, find that balance.
You currently live in, like, SLO City?
Yeah.
Are you with, like, family,
Yeah,
roommates?
I'm with my family.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to...
Are they fun living with?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, honestly. I have a cute little house. I have a cat. I have 2 guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs?
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Buddy and
Have
Sunny.
they bitten you?
No, they actually don't bite.
Okay.
I think that's, like... what are those, hamsters?
Mm-hmm.
I think hamsters bite, but guinea pigs don't bite. I named them after my first 2 weed plants I ever grew, Buddy and Sunny.
Weed plants named Buddy and Sunny?
Yeah, so I named my guinea pigs Buddy and Sunny.
Have you grown more weed plants since the last 2 that you've had?
I tried, but I don't know. I feel like doing it with, like, water and sun's pretty fucking hard. Like, you need to have, like, that purple light and shit in order to, like, make it serious. But I don't smoke weed that much because, like I told you, it kind of makes me anxious as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you feel too, but
it's hard to go out and socialize in a big environment while, like, baked as fuck. Yeah. But if you're going to, like, the movies or something with homies, or, like, you're just watching something at your house, or, like...
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's fun to watch something baked as fuck.
And eat.
Yeah, it's weird, like...
You don't like eating?
When I first started smoking, I had endless appetite, but then towards the end of my smoking career, which, like, just ended in November of, like, 2021, I would smoke and, like, lose my appetite. I'd lose my appetite. Fuck.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I feel like weed is supposed to, like, make you have an appetite.
Sometimes. It just depends. Like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I was doing it for a while. Like, maybe just, like, all day, every day type shit for, like, a second, you know, portion of your life. But I don't know. I'm glad that you wanted to, like, you reached out and was like, yo, I'm down to do an interview.
Yeah, you know? Like I've been following you for, like, a few months now.
Okay.
And I just, like, I mean, why the fuck not?
Yeah,
like, why not?
It's a ton of, one, not everyone's down to do it, but, like, 2, it's just, like, for me, it's just kind of dope because this is, like, my last month of doing things, and you were just like, hey, like, I'm down to do it, and then, like, immediately I just, like, I hit you back and I was like, yeah, like, if you can make it in the next, like, couple weeks, like, let's run it. But, like, after this, I'm, like, done. You know what I mean? And it just, like, it kind of feels good putting the ball in other people's court instead of being the person who has to be, like, bendable and foldable to their schedule.
Right.
And it's just, like, I said this last night, I'll say it again on here, but having this, like, kind of last minute push of energy where just, like, a ton of people are like, yo, like let's fucking run it. You know, like, I did a couple interviews this week. You're, like, my 3rd, and then I'm already, like, talking to, like, 3 or 4 different parties of coming on that. I'm not sick. Of coming on next week. So, like, yeah, shit's fun. I'm glad that you wanted to come out, and, like, you don't know me. We've never hung out. We've never met each other before, but, like, we're just literally, I guess, 2 people on this earth right now that are down to, like, record some shit in front of the camera.
Some random shit.
Say what's up.
What's good?
Like, did, like, tonight, for example, it's Friday, where people like, yo, like, what are you doing tonight? Come hang out, or then go do this and this, and then you're like, oh, like, I'm doing, like, an interview.
Yeah, I had a few people who were like, let's drink, like, I know parties, but I just don't feel like I had that much energy to, you know, be around large groups of people tonight, because I've been working all week, and I've been around hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, so I kind of just wanted to chill and, you know, vibe out and just fucking talk and sip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, thank you for having me. It's gonna be lit.
You seem like someone who's been in like some like fist fights.
Okay, why do you say that?
Why?
Yeah, I mean, you might be right, but give me the reason.
Just like body language and stereotyping, I guess.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
straight
you,
up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You did some shit with your arms earlier, and I was like, okay, like.
What did I do?
You just did. I don't even know. Like it. Like I like saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, okay, you have like some natural like energy, you know. And like you even said like you like can get like loud and like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Boisterous. You know what I mean?
A bitch can get loud, real.
So you've been in some fights, then?
Yeah, nothing like too gnarly to where it's like I'm bleeding out of my face.
Yeah.
But I've definitely had my fair share with some tussles, if you will. I feel like that was like old me, low-key. I kind of feel like I've grown off and like matured from that shit, because it's very much like high school for me. And I like don't want to like have problems with people either. That's the thing. It's like having problems with people, it's just like another thing to stress about. And like I have enough shit to stress about. I do not need to be stressing about some random female. I was gonna say bitch, but I said female.
They're like, we appreciate you.
Yeah, we respect you guys.
Are you doing like school, like work right now? Like what's your, tell us some like day-to-day scheduling.
Yeah,
shit.
so I'm a manager at Doc Bernstein's Ice Cream downtown. Come get some ice cream. Yeah, I just got promoted, I think like a month and a half ago. It's been fucking stressful. Like, it's a lot. Like, behind the scenes, you good?
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, it's a lot. So I work 6 days a week right now because we're super short-staffed.
Yeah.
And
it's summer and so many people are out of town wanting
exactly,
ice cream.
yeah.
You guys have like bougie-ass ice cream too.
Yeah, we have like some exotic flavors. It's funny, like people will come in and they'll be like, can I have chocolate chip? And I'm like, bitch, we don't have chocolate chip. Like, come on now. This is like exotic ice cream. Like, if you want that shit, go to McConnell's down the street, okay? Like, we got like motor oil. One's called motor oil, like dark ass chocolate with Kahlua. Just like cool shit, you know? But my day to day is just waking up, mostly hungover. I sip a yerba, honestly.
In the mornings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we pausing?
No, keep going.
No, okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, I sip a yerba. I eat some like hefty food. And then I just go to work, honestly. I go to work and I get home and then I'm like, what's the move? Probably get some drinks that night, just chill, and then do it all over again.
I know that person.
You know him?
Yeah, the person who just yelled. They're karate hunter.
That's so
dude,
funny.
it's. I'll tell you. I don't want to get too sidetracked. What are you cooking in the morning for breakfast?
I like some bagels, like everything bagels with some cream cheese, jalapeno cream cheese, some fried eggs, some tomatoes, some spinach, like a little breakfast sandwich. Honestly, that's my like go-to. Or if I'm like super late, which most of the time I am, I'm like running out of the house like with like 5 minutes left, I'll just like throw some like fruit and shit in the blender and just go.
In the blender?
Yeah, like fruit.
Like a juice,
like a smoothie.
Oh, okay. So you're also adding yogurt, milk, ice.
Probably just milk, because I never have yogurt, but.
So it's just milk and like fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little splash of what's it called? Vanilla extract, you know, for some taste. But that's it. Yeah. My life is pretty hectic right now, just as far as work goes. But I do make time for my personal shit, because like what am I working for? I could die tomorrow. I'm working so I could have fucking my free time and have fun. You know, I'm not working just to work. There's like a bigger, what's the word? Goal, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, do you drink often?
I mean, technically speaking, like the last like 3 nights, and then 4th of July, and then the Sunday before 4th, and Saturday and Friday. Like I'd probably drinking like 8 days in a row.
And you're doing okay? Is your liver
Yeah, I'm
okay?
not like. I think last night I maybe drank like 2 seltzers.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like you're getting like drunk as fuck.
Yeah, no, not really. And then like 4th of July, I had work and shit, so it was kind of like. I had to like stay on my shit, kind of.
Yeah.
Low-key, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've been pacing myself, but also at the same time, I'm trying to like. Pretty soon, we're gonna be coming up here in a couple weeks, and like something's just gonna snap, and then it's like I'm gonna go like probably like completely sober.
Cold
for, like,
turkey as fuck.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, just like. Interviewing people, like,
Yeah.
we're gonna be sipping, you know? That's
Yeah.
just, like, that's a thing.
That's
I don't know,
the
who knows? I might just fucking do a sober interview next week or something, but I'm not, like, waking up hungover earlier. I did.
Well, that's good.
My bad, sorry. I need a second.
Do you need some water?
I've been drinking water.
Okay.
I woke up Wednesday hungover.
As fuck?
Or no, sorry, Thursday. Was Thursday yesterday? Yeah, I woke up yesterday hungover.
It was Thursday yesterday.
But I'm good. I'm good now.
You're good?
Like Thursday evening, I was kicking, you know, just drink water, take it easy. Like seltzer kind of like rinses the pain away.
Like you like drink when you're hungover? Because I
Not
do.
really.
Oh,
like
okay.
the night of.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Never
yeah.
mind then.
You
No.
said you're waking up hungover. Tell us about that.
Yeah,
like,
when
how much
I'm-
were you drinking per night?
A lot. I have a very high tolerance. Like, very much high. I'm like alcoholic. I'm not saying I'm alcoholic, but alcoholism has run in my dad's side of the family for like 6 generations. And I don't know. I just feel like I've never thrown up. I threw up one time, but that's because I ate some Taco Bell after I was drinking. So I threw that up. But I've never, like, gotten sick off of drinking. Me and my friend, like, literally killed, like, a handle of Captain Morgan. Like, a fucking handle of Captain Morgan in one night. And, like, we were chilling. But when I'm hungover, I don't get nauseous. I just get, like, major headaches. Like, major headaches. Like, my head's, like, pounding. And then, I don't know if, like, you know, like, hangovers are kind of like withdrawals. So it's like, if you drink like sometimes I'll get like a Jamba Juice and like throw like a White Claw in there, and it helps so much. I swear.
Make it go from super thick, like smoothie shit to like kind of like more like liquidy.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of runny shit, you know? But, yeah, I can drink. Anybody who knows me knows that I can fucking drink. I drink like a fish.
I like
Yeah.
that you brought Hennessy.
Yeah. Oh
Like
my God.
girls, like not a lot of girls would show up with Hennessy.
It's so
Like
good.
that's kind of like you came on here to flex on like anyone watching this. Like you're flexing on me right now. You're flexing on anybody that's watching this.
Really?
Like, you literally came with Hennessy and went smack in the middle of the table, which is dope. Like I envy that. You know. I
mean, it's just tasty as fuck. I really don't like light liquor. Like, I hate vodka. That shit's so nasty to me. I like tequila sometimes, but if I drink tequila, I'm gonna get fucking blacked out. So, Hennessy's, like, keeps me calm. And it tastes fucking good.
Yeah.
It tastes really fucking good.
Yeah.
I think, at least. I feel like a lot of people have to acquire the taste for it, though. But, yeah.
It tastes 10 times better than vodka, tequila, like all that shit.
Definitely. And it's just like, it doesn't like burn. Like, that's what I hate with alcohol, is the burn on the way down. But yeah.
Smoother, but it's definitely like more expensive shit, you know.
I think that was like probably like $52 or $54. It's really not that bad. It's pretty baseline, I would say.
You could get, like, at Food for Less, New Amsterdam vodka. You know the New Am vodka or whatever?
Yeah, like...
You can get 3 handles for that price, which is, like, way more than that. But I'm not saying to do that.
Yeah.
That's fire. Like, that's actually fire.
Don't get me wrong. Like, honestly, there's some times where I'll just fucking say fuck it and get a cheap little bottle, but I don't know. That shit, it's just for the taste and the feel, it's definitely different. Go to the bathroom?
Yes. Yeah.
That's so funny.
I'll be watching, like, YouTube in there and stuff.
Yeah, just for, like, 2 minutes. Like, why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a shot. Do you want a shot?
I'm done. You were saying you don't do... Thank you. You won't make a mixed drink and, like, pour shit in it. You'll just go straight out of the bottle.
Honestly, I will.
Okay.
I just feel like I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's not the same for me. And like I was saying, like with the tolerance thing, like I have a super high tolerance, so it's like if I'm making mixed drinks, it's not gonna affect me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do love beer.
Solid.
Beer's
beer's
good.
fun. Beer's
Yeah.
fun. You like seltzers more or beer?
It's the carbonation, like that shit. We're not going.
Oh, we're going.
We're going. Okay. The carbonation, it makes me like my stomach feel weird.
Yeah.
I'll drink some, but it's not like I'm gonna go to the store and pick that out. I'd be like, oh yeah, White Claw or Truly or like is it Truly fucking seltzer?
Truly, I do Bud Light seltzers. That's not shit.
They look like White Claws, right? Kind of.
They all look like White Claws.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're all like a silver skinny can, you know?
Yeah. I feel like there's like a look they're going for.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of like some clean, modern stuff. What'd you do for 4th of July?
Not much, honestly. Like, I worked that day, but I got out around 5, and I just, like, watched the fireworks at Pismo, which, let me fucking say, ass. It was bad. Like, the finale hit, and nobody knew it was the finale. I was like, are you serious? Like, we, like, came an hour earlier, fucking set up for this. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they're being cheap.
Were you guys like on the beach or like how are the Pismos or how do the fireworks in Pismo work?
So I wasn't on the beach. I was at this park where it has like this, it's on a cliff. It's like a little kids park. It's like tiny in these apartments, like so it's like right across from the fucking pier, but like past the freeway, past a bunch of houses and then up on a cliff. So it's like it was a good view, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like just shit recently, and honestly, fuck U.S. Fuck the U.S. Like, right now, I'm kind of pissed at the U.S.
You're someone who's wanting to, like, burn the flags on the 4th and stuff.
I mean, I don't know if I would go that hard, because, like, it's not, like, the worst country you could be in, but it's not the best.
I mean, yeah. I think if there's, like, a holiday, though, like, why not go celebrate it? Like, you're, like, I don't know. I think it's kind of bad to be prideful, I think. Like, fuck pride. You know, like, pride, or, like, oh, I believe in this, so when this day comes, I can't celebrate this, and I care so much, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't that, like,
okay.
Obviously, I was just, like, yeah, I'm gonna watch the fireworks, and when I say, like, fuck the U.S., I don't mean, like, literally. I just mean, like, there's a lot of shit going on right now, you know, and I feel like it's just pushed under the rug half the time. A lot of, like, the women's rights shit. I don't know if you heard about all that shit that's going on.
The abortion thing. Yeah. Everyone's talking about it.
It's pretty gnarly shit. It's pretty hefty-ass shit. I don't know. I just feel like there's not much we could do about it. Like, it is what it is, and I respect everybody that's doing, like protesting and shit, you know, trying to get shit, like, back to the way it was, but I just feel like nobody's listening, honestly.
It's one of those things where, like, you know how a lot of people, like, you know how there was a major, like, upset this past week in terms of, like, all these people, you know, for the right reasons, extremely pissed off that the whole Supreme Court thing happens?
Yeah.
So almost kind of like they were expecting the governments, the people that the people look up to, essentially, they were expecting them to make the right decision. How I live my roads and my reality, I think everybody up there in power and stuff are all insanely corrupt and bad people. So, like, when I hear about the initial thing happening, already in my brain, it gets triggered and it goes, okay, like, the worst outcome's gonna happen. So, like, when the news breaks or whatever, it's like, oh, okay, like, I saw this coming last year.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? But I'm not saying, like, those people are eventually going to die. It's just a bunch of, like, older white people making decisions for us, you know? Like, once people that are, like, in their 30s and 40s that are a little more culturally and socially adaptable to pleasing the people and that are more closer in age to us, once they start, you know, getting older and building platforms and acquiring power, I think, I mean, fucking, hopefully the road and whatever changes, but
I think it's just like the start, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna listen to some fucking, like, 80-year-old go, yeah, like here's the best thing, like, deal with it. Like, those people have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They're like, literally, before they're, like, writing the bills and, like, did all this shit, they were literally, like, at the doctor taking pills and medication, getting their blood pressure checked, like,
make sure they don't die tomorrow.
Like, I don't know. That's how I see it. Like, I'm just prepared for the worst. And, like, it's negative. Like, that's just my reality. And, like, that's just how my brain's trained.
Yeah, and it sucks that we have to be like that. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't we be, like, expecting the fucking best? Like, shouldn't we feel, like, safe? And, like, shouldn't we feel that people, like, have our backs and not being, like, fucking attacked? Personally attacked? Personally fucking victimized? Like, I think it's just fucked. But it's just, like, it sounds pretty fucked up, but it is what it is. And it's just, like, that's how it's gonna be for fucking who knows how long until something really fucking crazy happens.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some crazy shit to go down in order for things to change. But that's just it. It is what it is. Like, that's, like, what I said, you know? I don't know.
No, you're spitting information.
Yeah.
For sure. What do you want to be when you grow up? Like, do you have some goals and shit that you're focused on, or?
Honestly, no. Like, I have no fucking idea. Like, I'm definitely gonna be going to school soon, next year. It's just, like, hard, dude. It's like a lot of pressure. It's like, you're gonna go to school for this, and then you have to be this because you went to school to learn about this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I know people that have, like, taken classes for something, but they changed their mind and did something else, which is, like, fine, obviously, but I feel like it's a lot of pressure, and, like, when you're under pressure, you can make wrong-ass decisions. But I don't personally have a big idea in my head. I just know, like, broadly that I don't want to work for somebody. Like, I want to work for myself. If that makes sense.
Most people want to do that, for sure.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to start somewhere, acquire
exactly.
some funds.
Exactly.
You can also always just keep working full time and pick up one online class and just start knocking out, like, you know, there's GE classes everyone has to take, like political science and, like, an
like
English and, like, a math. Like, you might as well just start doing that and, like, get that shit on, like, or you might have already done it. I don't know.
I have not.
Okay.
I have not, but it's definitely coming up for sure. I'm not gonna waste more time, you know. I don't want more excuses to come up and shit, but big fucking things are coming my way, and I know it. My friend did a tarot reading on me, so I know.
Really? What if that doesn't pan out?
That was a joke, by the way, but...
Oh my God. Well, no, some people are like living and dying by that.
No, that was totally a joke. That was totally a fucking joke. Dang. I heard
There's
that.
There's something wrong with my stomach right now. There's something wrong with my fucking stomach. And I think you know what.
I think I know what, too.
Yeah, do you like fuck with like all types of food, or are you on like a diet? Like some people don't eat meat or like bread. Like Hunter right now, he's only I have the most fucked up video to show you. He's only eating meat, fruits, and vegetables.
Is that like even like okay?
Yeah, no. Well, that's what I thought at first, and then he was like, "No, like it's gonna give me more energy, and I'm gonna be able to do this, and this, and I'm not gonna be." I guess you can crash and burn from eating carbs and bread, but I thought it was the opposite. I thought you were supposed to eat like hella pasta, and you're like good to go for like 3 days. 3 days.
No, I'm not on any diet.
Okay.
I eat like shit, honestly. I try to get my vegetables, my fruits. I try to take some like vitamins every day. But I fucking love some chicken strips. I love some pizza, some burgers. Like what I eat is all over the place. But like if you were to like kill me and be like, you have one last choice of what you want to eat, my answer will be chicken strips from Denny's.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I feel like they came out of the freezer.
I mean, it doesn't matter where it came from. That's my shit.
Yeah.
That's my shit. Like, I will always go back to Denny's for some chicken strips for sure.
Are you putting like ketchup and mustard?
Definitely
on it?
ranch.
Ranch?
Ranch. And like, I will fight somebody if they do not give me extra ranch, because I'm paying for that shit. Give me some extra. I need like at least 4 the cups of ranch.
4?
Yeah.
Are your chicken strips white by the time they enter your mouth?
Covered. Submerged.
Damn, bro.
Submerged in ranch. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's honestly a lot.
It is. No, but I mean, that's just how I do it, you know?
Like it's like dripping like down your like fingers, and it's like on your palm and stuff.
No.
And
Have
like,
you
hey,
seen
like,
those TikToks though? And
No.
it's like, that's enough ranch, and
No.
they're like covered. No, you have to see that shit. That's me.
How many times have you been to Denny's past like 1 a.m.? Dozens of times.
Probably a lot.
Twice.
Yeah, because it's like there's not a lot open and slow that late besides McDonald's. And like, what time is Jack close? Like 1?
Like 2.
Like 2?
Like how you called it Jack. You're just like, yeah, the homie Jack over there. What time Jack closed down?
My dad calls it Jack in the Crack.
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah. But Denny's, like, shit, I can't even count, dude. Half the time I probably don't even remember.
Do you do you pay for other people to pick up your food, or you going there and
both.
back?
I'll DoorDash it, or like, obviously I won't like drive to get it, but we'll go get some fake fried food, if you will. But yeah, Denny's chicken strips, where it's at.
I have regardless. I was talking to Hunter outside today. We were on the sidewalk eating so like our Wingstop that we got. We were like munching down on
Wingstop's fire.
No, it is. And we were outside where the sun was hitting us, because I needed sunlight. I don't know about him, but I was like, I need to eat this outside. I need sun. I need like some natural energy right now. And then I forgot how it started, but we were talking about a pool. Maybe I brought it up, but our homie's house in Los Osos. Do you ever go to Los Osos?
Sometimes.
we have some homies that live there. They like just like started renting a house out there, and they have a pool table.
Fuck yeah, I love that shit.
No, pool's dope. Pool's
so
honestly
fun.
really fucking fun. It's a game that you can play and just naturally keep getting better at it. So it's like it's encouraging to play where like fucking I don't even want to go down that route, but they have a pool table and they got it from like some like military base somewhere, like an hour away. I don't even know, but they got it from like some military like base or some shit. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I bet you dozens, if not like 200 men have been like fucked by another man on the pool table. And on the pool table, like leaning over it or something. And they were like, no, like fuck that, like you're crazy. And I'm like, no, like there's a ton of people who are like in the closet in the military.
Really?
I feel like it.
You think, or is this like a fact?
I don't have a fact for you, but just from like movies and like TV shows and just like other people, and I'm just like, you know what? That pool table is 20 plus years old. I'm thinking once a month, people in like the army and like training and like there's like new companies and like platoons or whatever, like coming into the base and training and shit, and then it's like one person's like, yo, like, do you want to play pool tonight? And they're like, yeah, like everyone's going to bed, like, but like I'll play with you. I just have this theory that like a ton of like, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, I think a ton of gay men have been fucked on their pool table.
I think that's a very solid theory.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
I like fully would back that. I would literally like repeat this to somebody else. Probably.
I'm just saying once a month. Like, they're like, oh, hey, like,
at the least,
this shot's hard to make. Like, and the other dude's like, oh, like, let me like show you how to do it.
Wait, what movies have you seen like gay people in the military?
I couldn't say off the top of my head, but it's in my brain somewhere.
So you
that
know, like, you
there's
got
like
it
a
from
thing
somewhere.
that there's like gay people in the military.
Okay.
And again, like, I'm not like, there's
No.
nothing negative coming from this. I'm just
No.
like, I'm saying a theory that I have. Right when they said that shit, I was
Totally.
like, okay, give me 1 second.
You're
I just need to think about this.
Right.
You know. But Hunter was like, no, like, that's never happened. And I was like, you gotta, like, bear with me for a second and just, like, think.
But I think that's how all theories are.
True.
All conspiracy theories, you have to, like, put yourself in a different perspective.
A lot of people deny it, and they're like, dude, you are majorly tripping right now. Like, majorly tripping.
Are you into, like, conspiracy theories?
Yes. Well... Not more than any other person, but like the ones I believe in, that's like, I can get behind it.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. What about you? Do you like believe in anything crazy?
So it's like, it's a really hard thing for me to explain, but it's like, I don't fully 100% believe this shit, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's like true. Cause like, I feel like people pull so many facts out when they, you know, like, I watch, like, conspiracy theory videos, and I feel like, I'm like, wow, like, that's so true. Like, do you know Shane Dawson? Before he got canceled.
Shane Dawson. No.
No, you don't know him. He's, speaking of gay men, he's gay. Or bi, I think. But, he has some cool-ass videos about, like, conspiracies and shit, and I just think it's cool to, like, open your mind to shit, you know? And I, like, cannot stand a person who's closed-minded, you know? I, like, can't talk to people like that.
Yeah.
But, have you heard of the Mandela effect?
That sounds oddly familiar. If you gave me, like, multiple choice A, B, C, D right now, I could circle the right answer, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my dome. Is that the thing where it's, like, some cause and effect thing?
It's, like, there's, like, several like dimensions that we live in, and like things were a certain way in this dimension, and we like remember, like, a wide group of people remember things a certain way, but it was never that way. But it's like, why do so many people remember things this way if it was never like true?
The monopoly
with the monocle.
monocle.
Yeah, that one. What's another one? I'm trying to think. I think it stems from Nelson Mandela. People thought he died like way long ago before it got announced. Like he was pronounced dead, and people were like, "Wait, what?" Like I swear he died like years ago. So I think that's because Nelson Mandela. I think that's where the name comes from. But I think that shit's crazy. I totally fucking believe that shit.
What do you think on, like, are you like a religious person?
So I grew up going to like Christian churches every Sunday up until I was like 11. Every time I was in church, I never felt like any sort of connection with like God. I never really like paid attention, you know, like it's like school almost on Sundays. You know what I mean? I never like felt like a connection, and still to this day I haven't. A lot of people in my family are very much religious, like they've had encounters with like God or whatever, but I haven't. I wouldn't say I'm a religious person, but I'm open to anything, you know? Maybe I just haven't had that moment in my life yet. But I definitely believe in energy. I think the yin and yang is like very accurate. Like good attracts good and bad attracts bad, you know? Energy. I believe there's something out there that's above us and more powerful than we are, but I just don't know what it is exactly.
Do you like believe in God?
That's a hard one because I just don't understand the Bible. I don't understand like the time, the layout of the story, because it's a story essentially. It's a story, right? I don't get it. Like I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like long story short, like Adam and Eve, right? They like created like the first child or person, right? But what happened? What about before them? Do you know what I mean? Like
Before Adam and Eve.
yeah.
Yeah, again, I don't know the Bible or like stories or anything like that, but my biggest question is just like, how did anything start?
Exactly.
You know? Like how it almost feels like we were and like I don't know, like being placed here by something, that's like cool and that makes sense, but it's like, I don't know, there's this thing that I was thinking about. I've said it on here before. I don't mind talking about it again. Like,
No, go for it.
Yeah. It almost feels like, and this isn't the Big Bang Theory at all, what I'm about to say. It's something completely different. But I just have this theory that there was absolutely nothing. Like, imagine nothing. Like, imagine the feeling of, like, before you were born, where it's just black.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you don't even know what that is because you weren't born yet.
Right.
You can't even, like, fathom it. But, like, no such thing as space. No such thing as, honestly, anything. And then just there's something called a coincidence, where just something happens. And it's 1 out of an unlimited number, like 1 out of an infinity number. And then all of a sudden one day, like something was just put in the middle of space or just spawned. Coincidence, chance, consciousness. I should say consciousness. That's what it is. And then that's where everything just fucking started. Like just a slight chance, and then boom, all of this existed.
Right.
You know, and like life and different planets and space and shit. That and that's the only answer I can give you to how shit was created before, like say the Adam and Eve thing, like they created someone, okay, who created them? That's the only explanation I can give you as to why and how something even like happened to be here. It's just like one day, it like day's not even real, time's not even real, space isn't even real, and like all of a sudden it just happens. And that could have been so long ago that you can't even fathom what that number is.
Right.
So that number is basically infinity.
Right.
And just everything just keeps on expanding from that.
Right.
I don't know if that even makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's like...
It's just a coincidence and we're here.
Yeah.
A chance.
No,
like nothing,
for sure.
Nothing put us here, nothing created us. It's literally all it was a fucking like biological chance. And like, you know, eventually, you know, shit evolves and viruses turn into fucking, or like a bacteria turns into something inside of a cell, and then the cells turn into fucking things in the ocean, and then billions of years happen, and then like those little cells become fish, and like fish become fucking lizards, and lizards become monkey. I don't know, like evolution's for sure real, bro. Like things evolve.
No, 100%. I don't know how... Oh, shit. I dropped my ring. I don't know how true this is, but I read somewhere or heard somewhere where, like, polar bears, like, were just bears. But they were put in that temperatures to where they had to adapt to those circumstances. And... I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's like that's what I'm thinking about when you say that. It's like things change to survive. Like we do. Like we fucking change every day. And it's like, that brings me to, who the fuck, sorry, this is so off, but like who the fuck made up how dinosaurs sound?
From the movies I've seen, those noises they're making match what they look like.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
They probably did stuff looking at like their throat bones and like
maybe
shit. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just think that's weird. It's like, is that stupid?
No.
To think about?
No, not even. It's yeah.
It's like, yeah, this is what they're gonna sound like, and we're gonna put it in a movie.
Have you seen any of the new like Jurassic Parks over the last couple of years?
Like the Jurassic World?
Yeah.
I haven't actually, but isn't it? I don't either. Isn't it like the concept is that they like the scientists like recreated them? Isn't that what it is?
Like
they like it's like this day and age, and they just like did some shit and like brought them back.
The new movies or the old movies?
The new ones, the Jurassic World.
No idea. I think I've seen one of them.
I think that's what it is.
And I left distasteful, so I was just like I didn't really care to like keep.
But I feel like that's with every movie. It's like after a certain point, it's like, dude, like come on now.
It's just it's just like a lot of people are remaking series and like remaking movies and remaking TV shows and just like, oh hey, like we're kind of out of original ideas, so we're gonna reboot the Star Wars series and reboot the dinosaurs ones and shit. Speaking of dinosaurs, you need to watch a movie. It's called Cowboys versus Dinosaurs.
Actually, I haven't watched it, but I've definitely heard of that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, not many people have heard of it.
I've definitely heard of it.
You might be thinking of the Aliens versus Cowboys.
What is that?
Like Aliens versus Cowboys. I haven't seen it, but I know
either.
there's aliens and cowboys and they're like shooting at each other.
Okay, no, I don't know about that, but I don't know anything about that.
Do you have like Amazon?
Like Prime Video? Or Amazon what?
Or just like, do you have an Amazon app?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have like a TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a Roku.
Oh, then you're big chillin'.
Yeah.
You might have to like rent it on like Amazon.
Dude, I spend like over like $40 a week on renting movies on Amazon. Like actually.
It's kind of a lot of money.
$40?
A week?
Yeah.
On just movies?
Yeah. Well, okay, I think that was a stretch. Probably
Okay.
like 20. I think I was just throwing out a number, but they're like $4 each, right?
Yeah, like between like 3, 5,
Yeah.
10. Like newer movies are like more. What's the most recent one that you watched that you fucked with?
I think it was The Life of Pi. Have you seen that one?
Is that the one with the tiger in the boat?
Yeah.
That shit bangs.
It was so fucking good, dude. It was
is.
so good. I was like, in the beginning, I was like, okay, you know, I don't mind slow movies at all. Like, I'm there for them, but it was fucking good. It was such a great story.
And it's like sad too, from what I remember.
It is pretty sad. Because I think they had to leave his, like, country or whatever, or wherever they lived, and, like, they got on a boat, and, like, his whole family died. And he got stranded on a boat with a fucking tiger. That's pretty sad. I mean, like, how much more shit can go wrong than that?
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, that's, like, worst case scenario. Yeah. You get trapped on a tiny-ass boat with a tiger. But it's, like, such a good story.
And you don't even find out the tiger's on it for like a while.
I know, yeah,
it's
no,
like
literally.
Sleeping or some shit.
Yeah, I think
that's what cats do.
Yeah.
They will sleep 20 hours a day. And
my cat, dude. I'll have to, like, wake her ass up. I'll wake my cat up because I'm like, dude, are you breathing? I'm like, are you alive?
Are you ever sleeping in your bed and then your cats come and they, like, lay in between your legs and they, like, almost like separate them, and then they'll burrow between your legs, and like you'll just wake up and they'll just be like kneading and purring on you. And
yeah,
like,
my cat does that all the time. When did you get
here?
My cat does that all the fucking time. I have like 2 things to say about that. She'll sleep on the floor because I hate her being on my bed because she sheds, because she's long haired. She'll get up on me. I'll be like dead ass out. She'll get up on my chest. I have a nightstand where I keep, like, my cups of water. And I'll just wake up and hear her just, like, drinking water out of my cups. Like, on my chest, you know, like, reaching over, just drinking my water. And I'm like, the audacity you have right now. And then one time, I had, like, a bag of, like, hot Cheetos left open. And I was, like, I got home and I was, like, pretty drunk. So I, like, went to sleep drunk. And in the middle of the night, I just hear this, like, crinkling sound. And I froze. I was so scared. I woke up because I heard it. I just froze, and I was like, I thought there was, like, something or someone next to me, like, I don't know what it was, what I thought it was. I thought something was, like, eating next to me or something. I froze for, like, a good, like, 2 minutes until I finally got the courage to, like, grab my phone and, like, turn the flashlight on. She was eating my hot Cheetos. My cat.
Like,
eating them.
Munching.
Like, munching.
More than a taste test.
No, she wasn't licking them. She was eating them.
Interesting. I've never heard of a cat.
She got sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she got sick. Damn. She threw up for, like, a day straight.
Red vomit.
Yeah, it was so... But, like, her hair, because you know how the, like, hair balls? Yeah. It was, like, red hair. I was, like... So, I try to keep her out of my room, because... I don't know. She's super annoying.
Maybe she's being annoying because she wants to, like, come in your room and hang out with you.
Maybe.
Like, you just, like, let it happen. It's like, okay, like, I'll be chill now. Like, I want to...
I spend a lot of time with her, though. And then when I, like, want to, like, pick her up, she's, like... She'll literally look at me and be like, don't touch me, bitch.
Yeah.
She'll literally be like, get away from me. So it's, like, basically on her time.
You said she'll start, like, drinking some of your water.
My water, yeah.
Are you ever, like, drinking, like, a clear glass of water, and, like, she's, like, done drinking with it, and you, like, wake up, and there's cat hair and, like, fleas
and
shit, and you're just like, fuck it, I'll drink it, and you grab it, and you just, like, slam it back.
I mean, I fucking hope not. I hope not, dude, no. I'd really like to say no, but I can't promise how sure. I mean, I'm sure there's been times where she's done it, and I had no idea. But yeah, I cannot leave anything, like, if I, like, go in my room and put, like, my food down and, like, go to the bathroom and then come back, like, I can't do that. She's so weird. She acts like a human, honestly. So, Sounds like okay.
You said like the word energy probably like 10, 15 minutes ago or some shit, and then immediately something came into my head and I was like, dude, I have to say this. But this one homie, shout out to JC, but she was telling me that like she lives in Morro Bay. She's like homie, really good friends. She's like going to sleep and she's hearing like electricity and like buzzing noises, and then she's like, yeah, like it's really hard to sleep in Morro Bay because of the energy that PG&E makes. And I'm like, are you the only one that can hear this shit? And then she's like, it seemed like she hesitated for a second, and she's like, oh, like next time you're like in Morro Bay, like I'll show you.
Wait, like she's serious?
She said she was serious.
She hasn't like showed you what she's talking about?
Well, I've lived in Morro Bay for like 6 years.
Wait, and are we talking about those big ass things?
Probably.
Those like...
She made it sound like she's hearing electricity running through the walls, and like she like nothing's plugged in to make those noises.
Right.
So she's like hearing noises, and I'm like, can anyone else in your house hear it? And she's like, I don't even think she answered. But I thought it was funny. I was like I'm gonna tell like people about this. Like this is like funny shit, you know?
That's kind of scary. What the fuck? Hold on. Imagine she's just like the only one. She
told her roommate. She had
okay.
to. And maybe her roommate. I mean, they're like trippy, psychedelic-y like people.
Yeah.
You know? They have like, yeah. They're in touch with the environments and their bodies, and just like they know when something's wrong. So I yeah.
Right.
I'll have to see what they're talking about, but you said energy, and like immediately that like came into my head.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we take an intermission? I think it's like easier and better doing it like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, like, you know, sometimes people come over and like this situation, it's like, even if it was about like planning and making a list of like, oh, what am I gonna ask, this, it's like, how the fuck would you even do that?
Right.
Like with someone you don't know.
Right.
Last night, and I mean it's just more genuine, like flowing.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
hey, like we out here. It's Friday night. Like you got some Hennessy over. We had some brew, yerba mate.
The yerb.
Yerbs are good.
Yerbs are
good.
fire, dude.
They don't. Yeah, I don't like. You ever drinking like a bang?
Yeah, and then I threw it away.
It's a little too much. But like a yerba mate, it's like, okay, this feels a little like cleaner.
Yeah, you're
not like shaking.
Yeah, no, bangs aren't like, I don't know, it's too sugary for me. It tastes like don't get me wrong, I love candy and shit. Yeah. Like sugar, I love sugar, but I don't know. It's like, it's just too much. Yeah. It makes me feel like a tweaker. Honestly, like, it's like, and I feel like a lot of people promote that shit.
It's fun doing, like, we've had some parties here, and I'll get, like, 5 bangs, and that'll be, like, part of the jungle juice, or just, like, chasers, or, like, honestly, someone will just come over after work, tired as fuck, and they'll just, like, grab a bang and just start drinking it, because they're like, okay, I'm here for, like, next hour and a half, like...
You need to be up.
Let's do this, you know? Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, okay, so speaking of, like, kind of, like, natural, like, flow and stuff, somebody came over last night, and I had met them once in person before. They seemed, like, hella chill, and they were like, oh, yeah, like, I also have a podcast, and I was like, dude, let me fucking interview you, like, I'm ending my shit, like, this month, like, pull the fuck up, and they're like, dude, I'm super down, like, when? And I was like, dude, come over next week, as in this week, and then... like, the one thing that I, like, wanted to talk about was, like, tell me about your podcast. And then that stemmed into, like, 50-plus questions or something.
Right.
Maybe not, I don't know. But it, like, all you have to do is ask one question. And as long as someone doesn't answer with yes or no. Or sometimes...
Do people do that? I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Maybe that's a bad example. Let me rephrase it. As long as someone can answer with a little something something,
right,
you can just like keep going with that, and like it just gets more and more. Like my brain, I like details. Like I want to like tell me about this shit. Like who like. Who's in the car with you guys?
Yeah.
Like tell me those people. And like if I know them, like tell me like what they did that night type shit. Like I want to hear some like you could there's an endless amount of topics and words to say.
Yeah.
But sometimes like some people are just like super low key, don't want kind of want to like chill a little more, which is completely fine. But like you just have to be like a little. You have to be more on your toes. Right. Like sometimes I like it when somebody, and sorry if I'm talking too much too, like this up like so like lately I've just been on a ton of bullshit, and like these episodes are about you guys and your guys' like life and life stories and stuff and getting to know you, but I feel like I've been talking a lot.
I don't agree. I think I came here just to fucking chop it up with you and just fucking talk and drink. Like
Okay.
That's all. Like honestly,
okay.
It doesn't have to be all about me.
Sometimes I like it when someone can come on and just like they just go ham, and it's like I'm sitting here watching a movie. Like I love that shit.
I mean, I have a lot of stories, but
tell us some good ass stories. Like tell us what you think a good story is, but like give your story as an example.
Okay, well, one story, I'm not gonna say names or anything because I do not put people on blast because I wouldn't want people to put me on blast. But basically I was like best friends with this dude since like I was like 12. Best fucking friends. And like after like high school kind of we just fell off. Like nothing personal. We just people grow apart. And he like smokes very heavily. He smokes all the fucking time, and we used to smoke all the time. And then I kind of stopped smoking, and I kind of like started drinking more, and that wasn't like his thing or whatever. One night I asked him, I was like, can I please borrow your torch for some dabs, right? This is like where it started. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I came and picked it up, right? Borrowed his torch. The next day I texted him. I was like, hey, can I drop off your torch right now? Like, are you home? Didn't answer me. I was like, whatever, okay. I'll just wait for him to text me. A week went by. I was like, hey, can I please bring you your torch? Like, I don't want to, like, have your shit any longer. Didn't answer me. So I called him, and he picked up. I don't know. I don't know, honestly, the full thing, but I think he was on something, or something just happened where he was just, like, not in a, positive state of mind. He started literally going off on me. Might I remind you, we had no problems. Like, we're, like, cool. We're friends, We're not the best of friends, but we're friends. He started calling me all these names, like, fuck you, bitch. Like, bring me my shit. Like, you stole my shit. Like, give me my shit back right now before I, like basically threatening me, right? So, I'm not going to put up with that shit. So, my fucking brain clicked. I started going off too. I started saying some offensive shit. I don't regret what I said to him, but it was pretty fucked what I said. I don't take it back. I'll never take shit back because I truly meant that shit. He was like, pull up right now, like, see what happens. I was like, okay, say fucking less. I pulled up. This was when I had my other car. It was a little Honda Civic, a little manual Honda. I pulled up. He comes out before I even texted him that we were here. He comes out. He's fucking screaming in my window, like spit's coming out of his mouth. He's pressed. I hop out of the car, open the trunk, grab the torch. I fucking throw it on the ground. It breaks everywhere. He had some brass knuckles, and he fucking went to my window and shattered that shit. Okay? He shattered my fucking windows. His cousin, who's a female, came out, started pressing me, so I started pressing her. I was like, bitch, like, what's good? Like, you're gonna fucking get into my business, which has nothing to do with you. We started fighting. I fucking busted up my knee. I, like, almost broke my, like, kneecap. I fell on the ground twice. He started punching me with some brass knuckles in my head. Everybody, like, got out of the car. Because it was, like, this happened in a matter of, like, 20 seconds, right? It was, like, a quick thing. Everybody got out, like, pulled him back. Yeah, I was fucked up. 5 minutes later, cops came. They fucking told me they couldn't do anything about it. I'm like, so somebody can damage my property and you can't do anything about it. There's proof. Look at my car. Like, the back window is shattered out. Like, come on now. They were like, yeah, no, he has brain issues, so we can't do anything. I looked up on, like SLO police, like, because you can see, like, it's public info. You can see anything about anybody who's been, like, involved with the law, right? He's assaulted several older ladies in the same area. So I'm not, like, the first, right? And I had no clue. Like, this was my friend. I had no fucking clue this shit happened. So basically the cops told me, yeah, have a good night. Drive home with your busted ass back windshield and figure it out. So ever since then, I say fuck SLO police. I'm never going to them for anything. Like, I feel like that's fucking corrupt. Like, that's just wrong. Like, I'm pretty sure if I were to go and shatter somebody's fucking windows, I would get either, like, arrested or I would get fined, right?
Yeah.
Is that not, like, property damage? But, like, it's whatever. Fuck him. Never talk to him again. He can go, like, fuck himself. That's one story I have.
What year was this?
I think it was, like, 2018. Yeah, 2018. Maybe 2019.
So it's one of those situations where, like, if money is not an issue, you can get a lawyer involved and, like, press issues, like, even further, you know?
Yeah, I totally could have. Like, it
Okay.
wasn't like I couldn't, but it's like, do I even want to, like, deal with this even further? Like, do I even want to, like, look at this person's face in court and, like, fight this shit when clearly people are not on my side?
Yeah.
And my mom still is on me about it. She's like, you paid $500 to get your back window repaired.
Well, you got punched in the head? Were you bleeding from brass knuckles?
Was I bleeding in the head? No, I wasn't bleeding in the head, but I had, like, a big ass, like, what is that word? Like a welt? No, a welt?
Yeah.
A welt?
Yeah.
In my head, yeah.
So he must have held back some. Like, he gave, like, a 30% punch.
I mean, I guess so, but he's a big dude. He's not, like, my size.
He probably lightly, like, socked you.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up. Like, that, like, guys shouldn't hit women at all. You know what I mean?
Clearly. Especially
that's one of those situations where, like, if I were you, I would take matters into your own hands and, like, I don't know, like, there's... Sorry, my stomach is fucked.
You're good,
it's,
you're good.
Like, it's doing crazy shit right now.
You're good.
There's some people who actually, a couple have been on this podcast before, but, like, if they get fucked over, they can pay somebody to go fuck somebody up. Not a lot of money either. Right. They're tight with some, like...
Right.
Bigger men that are, like, ripped, I'm assuming.
Right.
And they go and fuck somebody up.
Right.
I like that concept.
I agree.
It's just shitty because it's like if a police officer was watching this, they'd be like, shame on you, let's arrest you, you're a piece of fucking shit, promoting violence and shit. And it's like, that's the thing, like, if you get punched, your shit gets broken, they don't have to do anything. Obviously, like, we don't know their side of the story. I'm just listening to your side of the story.
Right.
But, like, a cool concept is like, oh, I'm homies with these people over here that don't really give a fuck and they personally like to fight.
Right.
They should go. They should go fuck them up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't know. That's just like.
And don't get me wrong, that's totally an option for me. But honestly, I'm not a bitch. I care. I was very close with his family. He has like a 90-year-old grandma who lives there. He has great grandma. He has a 6-year-old grandma who lives there. A bunch of kids live there. It's like a standard Mexican household. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but in Mexican households, I feel like a lot of people live there. And, you know, I was thinking about them, you know, because they don't have anything to do with this. And I feel like
you're going to take the L and just be the higher road.
Yeah, exactly. It's like whatever happened, you know, like, I didn't die. It's just a car. It's material shit, you know. I'm just going to let this person leave my life and I'm just going to move on because why the fuck would I want to waste more energy? Because it's a long road. Like, court, suing, it's a long road. Like, I totally could have. I had, like, my parents' full support and all of that shit. But I told them, I was like, you know, this shit doesn't happen every day. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I say this all the time, but it is what it is, you know? Like, I don't like putting my energy into shit like that, you know? Clearly, I did get heated, and I did escalate the situation, like, throwing his shit on the ground, but don't disrespect me and don't expect, like, nothing to come from it. Like, I'm not gonna fucking hurt you, but, like, you don't talk to people with disrespect and expect to not get something in return, you know?
Yeah. Not
to mention, I think I was like 17 at the time. So, yeah. But here we are today.
It's, I'm big on, like, respecting other people's property and, like, self-defense rights. You know, like, I think it should be illegal. Like, if you want to go fuck up his car, you know, a little bit, like, break a couple windows, go for it. Like, you know. But I get, like, you just, unfortunately, in today's day and age, you can't do an eye for an eye thing.
Right.
Because I guess it gets, like, too carried away. But if it's, like, if it's a fair eye for an eye thing, like, I don't know, I promote it. Like, don't fuck up someone's car when they're not there. Don't fuck up someone's house when they're not there. Like, don't, like, fuck up roommates' cars when they're not there. Don't slash someone's tires. And then these people do these things, and then they bitch about it a year later. They're like, oh, my God, like, why am I so unlucky? Why does my life suck? And it's like, dude, like, look at your past actions the last 12 months. Like, you just slashed that homie's tires. Your life, like, karma doesn't happen overnight.
Bring back to that energy.
Give it 12 months and karma will eventually catch up to you. Karma is so fucking real, bro.
Tying that into that yin-yang shit, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, good energy attracts good energy and bad energy attracts bad energy. So it's like, in my head, I was thinking, like, if I, like, continue the situation and, like, make it worse than what it is, what am I gonna gain? I felt like I didn't care about the money. That wasn't a problem. It was more hurtful, you know, like, to be like, wow, like, this person who I was friends with for several years, like, could do something like that evil. I'm just gonna fucking let it go because I don't want to lose sleep over shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, I have to, like, look out for myself and not other people. And unfortunately, I was thinking about his family and not him, you know? Because it's not worth it. It's really not. For me, it's not. It's not.
Tell us another story.
I'm trying to think.
Have you ever been like lied to?
Lied to?
Like some big lies. Where you're just like, damn, like I didn't know human nature was that fucked.
I mean, the biggest like thing for me was like with my like parents. Cheers.
Okay. Do you do this one where it's ass titties, ass titties? Yeah.
So probably one of like, I'm not sure if I would consider it a lie, but more of like a we didn't tell you type of thing. Like with my parents. So like I was saying in the beginning, like my parents are divorced and they've been divorced since I was 3 months old. I just thought like it didn't work out, right? Because I would see them together. Like they would be together like with me, right? Doing shit, but they weren't together. And it was always just like, yeah, things didn't work out. Like we didn't think things through. Shit like that, you know what I mean? But a few years ago, my mom had told me that she was like drinking, I think. And she told me, she was like, I was like trying to protect my dad. She was like shitting on my dad basically and just saying shit about my dad. And I was like what? Like, how are you gonna like tell me shit about my father in front of me? Like, I didn't ask for any of this, first of all, and you're gonna like try to make me feel like certain type of way just because you're hurt right now. Basically, the reason they divorced is because basically my dad was like a heavy drinker, and one night he came home with this chick or whatever, so he was like cheating, whatever. And like when I heard that, I was like, it was like it blew up. It blew up. I was like, how am I just hearing about this right now? Like, that's the reason. You know, I feel like if you guys would have told me this, like, way before, I could have grasped it better and understood it better. But I just think the way it came out and the way it happened, like, I don't think anybody deserves to, like, nobody deserves to, like, hear things in anger. Especially when it comes to, like, your parents and shit. I didn't lose any respect for my father, like, at all when I heard that. But it definitely makes you think. It's like, how many times has things happened in your life where you're completely blindsided? Like, you're walking with a knife in the fucking dark. You know what I mean? And it's just, like, there's another thing, like my sister, my mom's first child, her name is Chrissy. My mom had, she was I think 19 or 20. She had her first child. Her name's Chrissy. With this man. He was super dangerous. He was an evil dude. Sorry, this is like super hefty shit. I don't mean to like fucking switch the page, but it's like,
dude,
it's
weird
like
day kicking. Yeah.
They broke things off after they had her. She was, I think, about to turn 3. They broke shit off, and he was like super jealous of like the fact that my mom still like was caring for, you know, their child. And I don't want to like get into the reasons because it's gonna like take me down another path, but he basically was like so mentally unstable that he was like, if I kill this child that we created, she will be able to give that attention to me, right? So one day he just got a gun, I don't know how, where, and he came out and just pulled up, shot his own child, killed her, shot my mom. Didn't kill my mom, thankfully, but he was so unstable in his brain that was his process of thinking, is like, if I can remove her, I can have her. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't know about this until I was like 13. I didn't know I had a past sister, right? So I feel like that's also kind of like a lie, no? Like, I mean, she said I was too young to know, but I feel like I matured very early on, and I would have appreciated if I knew about, like, at least, you don't have to tell me the gory ass shit, but you could tell me, hey, you have a sister. You know what I mean? So when my mom was taken to the hospital, they told her that she was pregnant with my brother from the same man. And yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy, honestly. It's like some shit you hear out of the movies, but you know, till this day, I really do feel like she's fucking here with me, and like, it just fucking sucks that like she could still be here, you know, and she's just not, just because of an ignorant, crazy man. And he, I think, can't remember, like a month or two ago, he was in a Mexican prison somewhere in Mexico. I think a month or two ago he got out on parole, so he definitely didn't do the time he deserved, but you know, Mexico's fucked. Yeah, I just think it just makes me think you can't trust a lot of people, you know? And that's why my mom cares so deeply about me. Like, she cares so deeply about me, and the doctor, she got diagnosed, I think, in 2013 or 2014, she got diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 3, which is a stage away from, like, not making it at all. And they told her that they believe that it's from, like, trauma. And they had no idea about, like, all this shit that happened, right? They're not just saying that. Like, they truly 100% believe that her body couldn't fight off the battle because of, like, the trauma that she's facing. And so she got diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. I don't know if you know about breast cancer, but stage 3 is, like, there's a very little chance that you make it. And at the time, I don't think I really realized, like, how there was a chance that I could lose her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I was hurt, honestly. It sounds fucked, but, like, I don't think I was, like, I wasn't, like, concerned, right? But I think there was something inside of me that was like, well, you're not concerned because you know that she's gonna fight this shit. Just like she got shot and she fought, you know, a bullet being in her fucking, almost her chest, you know? So there's a lot of shit that I could say that has never been, like, completely truthful for me, but now I know, and I think it was simply to protect me, but at the end of the day, I don't think it came through that way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sorry, I laid all that shit on you right now, but...
No, fuck, honestly, like, if I knew you were gonna say everything you just said, I would have not eaten any mushrooms tonight.
Oh, fuck.
Because now I'm like, I just feel like melting in my chair right now.
Oh my god.
Don't even trip, though.
Okay.
If anything, I'm the one tripping. Yeah, you just said a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You just went ham.
I didn't expect to, but
yeah.
I feel like glad I kind of, like, was able to, you know? I felt, like, comfortable enough to.
Yeah. I don't think you... First of all, sorry for hearing, you know, all of that. Second of all, I don't think you got lied to. Because at the end of the day, I think that's your mom's business. If she wants to keep that disclosed and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So it's almost kind of like maybe like appreciate that she told you, but like at the end of the day, like that's like her story, you know what I mean?
No,
so like
absolutely.
I don't think you got lied to, like looking at it on like a brighter
it's just
side.
how I felt in that moment.
Okay,
you know?
got it.
It's not like that's what I think the intent was. That's how I felt. It was like, how am I just now hearing about this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more of like,
you were shook for a second.
You didn't have to like explain all of that, but you could have at least, you know. But I never fucking resent, or I've never been mad at her for like how late she told me about that. You know what I mean? Ever. There's not a piece of me that's upset about it at all. You know.
And you're currently living with her?
Yeah.
So you guys are homies?
No, I fucking love my mom.
That's
She's
what's
like
up,
the
dude.
most amazing person in the world. Like, I have friends that like literally are like, where's your mom? Like, I want to see your mom. I want to talk to your mom. Like, I love your mom. You know?
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Where did she get shot?
She still has like the fragments inside of her because they were never able to like completely remove them without like damaging like nerve cells and shit. But I think it was like I don't know what side, but somewhere like here, and it like hit a certain way and it like traveled. So it wasn't like straight through. Does that make oh shit.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope she survives.
No, for real.
And then had you like years later, or like couple years later?
Very far.
10 years later?
Like
I don't know.
20.
20 years later?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it should happen a long time ago. Yeah. But yeah.
You have some like angel type shit, you know?
Definitely.
Or just not even if you want to call it an angel, like that can like sound like corny sometimes. But
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
Just you have energy with you. Literally,
Definitely.
you have energy, like spiritual energy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm never alone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In times where like there's a chance that I could feel alone, I feel like I'm not feeling like that. You know? And I feel like some people don't believe in that shit, but I do. And I think that even though somebody's not walking on this planet, they could still... Like, energy's energy, matter is matter. You cannot destroy nor create, you know? Yeah.
Has she found like a new like husband or like boyfriend or something?
She got married I think 7 years ago. At the time I was super upset. I was really upset. Like when she told me that they were like engaged, I was super I was like, I don't know how old I was exactly, but I was definitely not mature enough to like be happy for her, which I regret every second of my life. But he's super good to her. He's really good to her. Good. You know, I wish it didn't have to take that long for her to like, you know, she's 56. She's 57. Fuck, I can't think right now, but somewhere around there.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Some people are like, oh, like my mom's like 37.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
she's definitely like up there, but she's striving. She's, you know, who I honestly look up to, and like in the cheesiest way. Like she's amazing. She's like a great person. Like,
yeah,
maybe one day you can meet her. She's fucking dope. Beautiful soul for sure.
That's dope. I feel like me and you kind of like ended our like your episode almost. Some new homies stepped on.
Yeah. What are we saying?
Like, you guys should say what up. You know,
yeah,
for like 5 minutes. Like, what do you guys been up to on this Friday night? Like, you guys are in the neighborhood.
I just got off work. Actually, Bree's work.
Okay. Oh, same job.
Yeah.
Nice,
So
sucks.
Nice.
I'm this bitch's boss.
For real.
Like nobody's pissed at me. Like I can't get in trouble for like. Okay, minus the drinking part. Let's restart that. Can we restart that?
Yeah.
So restart.
Restart.
So restart.
Just paraphrase real fast. You guys are homies.
Right.
Where do you come into the mix?
What do you mean?
I want to know who you are because you came in dripping with like a gold chain.
Right,
And you have,
no,
like,
yeah.
a blue like sapphire necklace looking glass thing on your neck.
Right.
Evil eye.
Well, I mean, I've been like lately. I've been very spiritual.
Okay. Nice.
I've been doing like spells. I collect crystals. I've been really into like spirituality. So like that's kind of what I do nowadays. I do a little bit of everything. I'm not very religious, but I just mainly believe in like self, spirit. You know, I don't believe in like good or bad. I just believe that karma. You know, something's gonna happen. Whatever you do, things are gonna come back to you.
Do you believe like good attracts good and bad attracts bad?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
always.
okay. That's what we were like talking about earlier, right? You know,
Connects.
that explains why we're friends.
Right. Are you into that as well, or what are you?
Karma's for sure real.
Karma for sure.
I think anything attracts anything. Like opposites attract. Like you see like bad people hanging out with good people all the time, and vice versa. Like it's like. For me, more of like an energy thing. Like if a couple people want to hang out, a couple people are gonna hang out. It's not necessarily like, oh, good and good, bad and bad. Like definitely like shit intermingles and mixes. But I'm I'm more on the karma side of things. Like,
but I feel like it's more, it's
For
deeper
sure.
than that though. I feel like it's not just like set in stone. I just feel like I try to do good so that I can get that shit returned. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like I solely do good shit just to benefit myself. I don't want to be a bad person, you know?
Right. No, yeah, definitely.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
you?
What about me?
Your name?
My name's Yoselin.
Yoselin is my bitch.
For real.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so tired, dude. It was so busy. I couldn't.
Dude, you would not
Dude.
imagine how busy it gets in that bitch. We're talking about Doc Bernstein's, by the way.
It was Friday night, too.
You guys must have like wrists made of iron.
No, literally. Today, everything was so mushy, though, so it didn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah, because when like you open the cases so fucking much, obviously it's gonna let all the cold air out. So that shit gets like soup. It's like ice cream soup.
Is that good?
No.
Okay.
Everybody was complaining today, Brie.
I bet. Shit,
No,
good thing
bro.
I wasn't there to do it.
For real, dude.
Literally, no, like white people. I've been saying white people so much that I don't know.
I don't think it's wrong.
It's not wrong.
A lot of white people complain.
It was all white
And I
people.
feel like
I'm allowed to
if
say
somebody
that, right?
All white
takes
people.
somebody takes
Yeah.
offense,
You
it's
are.
because they are the people that
Yeah.
are mad.
Doing that shit.
Yeah.
It feels like. Oh, sorry, you were saying something. I just said.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything.
No.
I was just being like, yeah.
It feels like a lot of the time, like white people will literally complain and say their ice cream wasn't frozen enough.
Dude.
Right.
I was like, it's gonna melt in your
For
mouth
everything,
anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I've been in customer service since like 2014. So I've seen the stereotype. I'm like, I'll be in a restaurant or like the restaurant I work at, and I'm like, I know this person's gonna say something, and they fucking do,
Right.
bro. And I'm like, dude, like I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at looking at people and going.
She's gonna say something.
Then you can
Yeah,
hella
or he's
read
gonna
people.
Or like the chillers will come in and the chillers are like someone will bring them the wrong food and it's like, dude, this person's high, they're in Morro Bay, they don't give a fuck.
Right.
What do you mean? What's chillers?
Chillers?
Do you guys know what that is?
No.
No.
Chillers, like people that are chill. Like
Oh,
chill.
chill.
You guys ever heard that? Oh,
No.
maybe I said it
No.
wrong.
Yeah.
You guys have never heard the word
No.
chillers?
No.
No,
You guys-
none of us.
That's a new word.
You've heard the word chill, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Chillers. The chillers. The chill
chillers.
people.
Plural.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sense.
No, yeah.
Just, yeah. Just
It's-
like stoners. Stoners are here, or like the chillers are here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
like people like
yeah,
just kick
Morro
back.
Bay, Los Osos, the chillest people there. Everyone's a pothead. That I know of.
No, definitely. It sucks that we like stereotype people, but
That's always true.
No, I don't think it's
no,
sucks.
because there are people that do it in a negative way.
Right. That's true.
There are people that do that shit negatively all the time.
that can be more just like
Racism.
is racism stereotyping or is that just racism?
I think it's two. I think it's two. I think it's two separate things, but there's definitely a correlation between the two.
Yeah, I mean, it all falls under the category of the umbrella.
Right.
But, like, I don't think, I mean, what I did to you earlier, right when you got here, I stereotyped you. I was like, you've been in a fight or two.
Yeah, he was like, I could tell.
I'm like, no, like, literally.
But it wasn't offensive.
It wasn't.
Yeah, no, and that, like, stereotype has this negative connotation. This one homie, shout out Chandler, he's, like, also doing, like, some YouTube shit. He'll just, like, post, like, cool videos and stuff. He came on, his girlfriend was white, blonde hair. I'm pretty sure you have blue eyes. I don't know if you're watching this, but if you are, I'm pretty sure you have blue eyes. She had a broken arm. You know, we're like chopping it up, talking. They're like, oh, like, guess how I broke my arm? And I'm like, you're white with blonde hair. You fell off a horse. And she's like, yeah. How the fuck did you know? Like, what? Like,
you fucking called it?
I swear to God, I was like in awe, but at the same time, I was like, I know nothing about you. I promise you, like, on my soul, I know nothing about. Like, I didn't like go on your Instagram and see you in. Like, I didn't even follow her on Instagram yet.
Yeah.
I was just like, you're white, you have blonde hair, you fell off a fucking horse.
But that's the thing, that's not like a negative stereotype.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's not a negative stereotype at all. But I feel like there are negative stereotypes, you know what I mean? And I feel like working with the public like we do, I feel like we do stereotype people. And it's not like something we do on purpose, it's just like...
We just know.
Yeah,
it's an instinct, yeah.
It is an instinct because we've been around it our whole lives, you know? But... It's not like something personal.
It's just the truth.
You know what I mean? Like, remember those dudes that were, like, sitting out on the patio?
Which one?
Those Mexicans?
Oh, the ones that were, like, staring inside? Dude, that was fucking weird.
We were, like, kind of, like, freaked out by it because there was, like, some Mexican older dudes that came in. Yeah, they came in to get some ice cream, and, like, he was there, and, like, we were just, like, yikes. Like, that's kind of weird, but, you know?
Like, by himself, too.
Yeah.
Like, not even on his phone, just, like, sitting there, like, staring inside.
And I feel like we kind of learn, like, with, like, different, like, people, like, who tips more and who does it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's hard to, like, pinpoint shit, but, like, there's definitely a way to, like...
You can always tell.
You can always tell,
Like, there's those Karens... Like the old white people walking
exactly,
in.
like
I can tell you're a Karen,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
happens.
we have a fundraiser going on, and it's like, we're supposed to ask everybody, but it's like, I don't ask everybody because I can tell, like, from the fucking get-go, like, if I ask you, you're gonna be like, no. Instead of like, no, not right now, you know? You're gonna be like, no, like, what the fuck, you know?
Right.
So it's like...
I feel like kind of takes experience, like, knowing who is who. Like, you have to, like, be out there and, like, learn about people to know who is who.
Yeah.
Like, their reactions to. Like,
Right.
I used to work at the car wash, and, like, I used to be able to tell who's gonna complain, who's not gonna complain, like, who's gonna tip good money or, like, who's not gonna tip. And even the last day when I worked at the car wash, there came this old lady, she came complaining how the last day we didn't do a good job and this and that, and I told her, I was like, you know what, it's my last day today. I could be a bitch about it and tell you to go somewhere else, but because I want to be professional about it, I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna tell you why we didn't do certain things. Maybe you didn't pay enough.
What was she complaining about?
Because the people the day before didn't pay the right amount, or she didn't pay the right amount, so we
like, was she charged more or less?
So we charge her, like, the most basic, like, service.
Is it like feeling good at Quickie? Wait,
no. Sunset.
Oh, sorry, I'm like totally off base. I totally thought you worked at Quickie.
So we charged her the most basic wash, and, like, she wanted it detailed, like, all the little hair that she had on the floor, she wanted it removed, and I told her, it takes time, it takes effort. We charge for that. It's not free. Like, if you want something well done, you have to pay for that, you know?
The extra package deal.
Right, like, we have to charge extra if you want.
So how much did you end up charging her?
She paid like $20, and then I ended up charging her 60 just to do like extra stuff like
well, detailing is not a fucking joke.
No, it's kind of hard sometimes. Depending, it can be pretty frustrating sometimes. So you gotta charge the right amount.
Yeah,
My bad.
is that bad?
No.
No, it's not bad. Okay,
As long as it didn't pour on this.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, I tried... Go ahead.
Oh, bad.
No, you're good. I tried, like a detailing thing, like, by myself. I got, like, 6 or 7 people to, like, bring their cars to my house, and, like, obviously I didn't have all the right fucking tools and shit, but I, like, did a fucking kick-ass job. Like, I cleaned their car, like, in and out. And I only charged them, like, $70, but it took me, like, 2 hours, dude. Right. And it's, like, not easy to clean a car. It's, like, uncomfortable. Like, you can't... There's no comfortable way to clean a car. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
So, I feel like people need to be more fucking respectable when it comes to, like...
Right.
That...
It can be hard,
area.
You know? It takes a lot of work to, like, do a good job on a car.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever driven a Tesla?
No, but I fucking want to. They're so fast, right?
They are?
Yeah, they're fast as fuck.
They can go from 1 to 100 in like 5 seconds.
1 to 100 in 5 seconds?
Fuck?
Right?
I thought it was 1 to
like
60.
That. I'm not.
Oh, it's 60. It's less. It's like 2 point something seconds.
Stop.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's.
Have you?
Damn.
Shout out fucking Nicole, coworker at work.
She's a Tesla?
She has a Tesla, and I like.
Oh my god.
I found out I heard she had a Tesla, and I'm like, hey, like, I'm a safe driver. And she's like, what are you talking about? Because zero context, I walked up to her at work, and I'm like, hey, I'm a safe driver. She's like, what are you talking about?
Like, let me drive your Tesla.
I heard you have a Tesla. And then she's like, okay, for sure. Like, I'm down to let you, drop it on the highway real fast after work one day. We work together again, doesn't happen. And I'm like, I wasn't even expecting it to happen right away.
Right.
Walked up to her again the next, like, 2 times later I saw her, and I'm like, hey, I'm a safe driver. She's like, oh, like, I forgot. And then shift ends. She's like, let's do it. Dude, like, I want to buy a Tesla so fucking bad.
Right. Is it that fast?
It's like I wasn't even flooring, like, not even close to flooring it. I was like, punching on the gas a little bit, and it's like head swinging back in your seat. The audio sounds amazing. It's like a big ass like screen and shit, and like you're not paying for gas, and it's like there's zero lag of getting to like 70 miles an hour. Right. It's like it's insanely like quick.
Yeah. Have you seen the new ones?
No.
I haven't.
They're nice. The steering wheel halfway.
Honestly,
they're like cut halfway.
Anybody can talk shit on me, but there's those Teslas that are like huge. Have you seen those bigger Teslas? Like they're
the
like
mom van Teslas?
Yeah. I think those shits are ugly.
They are ugly
honestly.
as fuck. No, yeah, dude.
They're definitely ugly. I'm like, bitch, why would you buy that? There's this one model. I don't know what it is. Is it like Model X or some shit?
The Model X is the mom one. It's like it's the big one.
Oh,
the SUV.
Yeah.
What's the like standard one?
No idea. I couldn't tell you.
Because I like the way those ones look, but the big chunky ass ones, I'm like, sorry, that looks whack. I mean, good for you that you can spend that much money on a car, but
I feel like that goes for any car. Chunky cars are just not attractive.
You're right, honestly.
They're fucking just weird. Except for Rams. Rams are like nice.
Is that a truck?
Yeah.
I mean, trucks, they kind of gotta be a little chunky in order for them.
They do gotta be a little chunky.
Are you guys Elon Musk fans, or are you guys like Elon Musk haters?
I'm not anything. I'm just like, I'll mind him.
Same.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
for
him.
I don't know him. The book.
Exactly.
I mean, the technology in Teslas is nice, but like the car itself, I don't like. It's not like the way they're manufactured. It's really crappy.
I've heard they have problems.
Yeah, they do.
Same with like BMW.
Oh, right.
Yeah, BMWs
BMW.
too.
Every person that has a
made.
BMW, I've heard that like shit goes wrong all the time. Have you heard that?
I don't know enough car people that have a BMW.
You know what?
I don't know enough car people that like have a BMW.
It's fucking...
You know what I mean?
It's also Like,
But no, there's like, I recently found out that there's like a lot of Elon Musk haters. I live under a rock. I don't do much. I don't listen to the news. I don't listen to the radio. I'm just like in my own world type shit. But like, someone posted something, dope guy, super dope guy. And he's like super anti Elon Musk, and I was like, wait, like I thought Elon Musk was this dope person digging tunnels in these big cities to like reduce traffic and like speed things up and like making flamethrowers. And,
I didn't know about any of that. What the fuck?
He's like, no, Elon Musk is a bad person. He has, I don't want to butcher this, but like some shit about like not caring about the environment or something, and like having too much money or doing this, or like did some shit where he like didn't prevail the world hunger situation where like people called him out with like some algorithm they had or some shit. And it's just like, just because you are like a billionaire or like 100 millionaire or whatever the fuck he is, trillionaire, I don't fucking know, like in my eyes, like, oh, like you have an electric vehicle, like space travel's like cleaner for the environment, and like you're making tunnels, like, okay, like you passed my red flags, like it seems like you're doing some dope shit. Just because you have all this money doesn't mean you have to like share it with everybody, in my opinion, because you earn that shit. And I think he does give money away, like that's the thing, like I think he's like open to doing that sort of thing, but like again, like I just don't think you should judge somebody for not giving money away.
exactly.
You
No,
know,
yeah.
like some people are just raised differently. Like, hey, I earned it. I went to college. I started a business. This is my money.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's respectable.
It's on paper. It is selfish.
Right.
But you can't judge them based on them not wanting to share their money.
I think it's because like
I don't know.
I think it's because there's so many
Maybe
people
I'm
who are
selfish.
struggling. No,
I
I
am
just
selfish.
Yeah.
I
just
actually
think
am
that
very selfish.
a lot of
actually.
people are
Yeah.
looking in one point of view. So we're like, there are people struggling, and you're out here like living lavish, and you have money that you're never like you're gonna die before you like spend all your money. So like, why are there people struggling and you're thriving in this hard? I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I just think that's how it is, you know. You guys need to go.
Let's end things.
Yeah, that's the things.
You guys have, the three of you have anything to say to the audience? Anybody watching?
Hope it was a great night, you know. It was great being here.
First time doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Being in a
Okay.
podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Honestly,
It is. It's chill.
before I came here, I was a little nervous, but it's like,
Me too.
It's just really just talking.
You
yeah.
kind of get used to it.
It's literally
you
just
know?
Yeah,
vibing.
you
I'm not
can't-
used to like a camera like facing you.
Like we just
you know?
walked in here like 20 minutes ago.
I literally told him, I was like, come say hi to me. And then I was like, I
Come
went
in.
outside. I was like, get your ass inside right now.
And who the fuck even like knows who's watching this?
Exactly.
Like, this is
Right?
on YouTube somewhere.
Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?